All right, yo, Kinetic PE Mix fam. It's Kinetic PE very own Marcus Hart, aka DJ Potential, your boy here to light up your soul with some real talk. Today we diving deep into a story that'll hit you hard. A Cleveland kid turned Charlotte King, who turned a tragedy into straight fire. How does one lose spark for a whole movement? Let's find out. We got Too Hot here. Welcome to the Kinetic PE Mix show, brother. Tell the fam who you are in your own world.
Yo, 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 it's your boy Too Hot, man. CEO Inferno Cartel Empire, man. I'm just coming with y'all, coming at y'all today with some shit about me, man. Some real shit. I mean, let's get to it.
Most def. So like Too Hot, man, raw and real. You from Cleveland all the way to Charlotte. You bringing some heat, man. I love that you were the funny guy in class. Bet
Yeah,
and I bet you had everybody cracking up.
yeah, as a kid in grade school, you always got that one that's just got the whole class, on the whole vibe. And that was me, man. I just had that
Yeah,
personality, I just was able to, have a like a strong, connection with everybody. And I was funny. So I just used it to my advantage.
yeah, that goes a long way, man. Especially when you get to putting together your very own wordplay on different stuff you're writing. You came up with a lot of heavyweights like Lil Wayne, Gucci Mane, and Jeezy that shaped your whole entire sound. And so, man, you an elite company when we talk about those cats.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, coming from Cleveland, it was a lot of Bone Thugs and Harmony for real, for
Yeah.
real. That was real heavy. That was like where I got that sound, first. But
Mhm.
then, going from the Midwest to the South, it's completely different. And, Gucci, Easy, people like Luda, Wayne, like all that was just a major, had a major impact on, why I decided to do what I had to do.
So what's one specific thing that you probably pull from them that makes your bars hit a little bit more different than other people out here?
I think like the wordplay, you know what I'm saying? And also just associating, to music. That type of artwork was, kind of like unique to me, and I was like, man, like I like their style, I like how they, do certain things. So it kind of, molded me to kind of take on that same type of an approach.
That's real powerful, fam. Too hot, man. You definitely got fire in your soul. Let's get deep for a minute, man, if you don't mind. You said passing of your brother really motivated you to start making music, and that's real heavy and real. So how does your brother's passing inspire your music? And is there a specific song or lyric that kind of reflects that energy you're putting out?
Yeah, man. You know, he passed away in like what 2022, so it's coming up on 3 years in September. But I grew up with this dude, man, and so
Hmm.
growing up, I always spit little bars for me, like, yo,
Yeah.
you take this seriously, man. You need to really, get in the studio and do this. And one of the things that he was supposed to do was come down here to Cali, and we were supposed to,
Mm.
make something shake, but he had passed away. But I just feel like if I don't do it for myself, I should probably do it for him.
It's important to have a why in life, man. And even if it's that pain, the purpose vibe that you put into your new album. Quick shout out to your album, Street Heat Volume One, which is definitely on the way. You can find it at distrokid.com, and we'll have the rest of that link in the episode description. You know, fam, you level up your hustle, with what you're doing from that experience alone. That's the kind of story that like lights a fire in all of us, turning that pain into purpose. And that's what Kinetic P Mix is about. So speaking of purpose, I know you keep it 100 for the people out there, rather it's Cleveland or Charlotte. So how are you giving back to the community, and how does that influence how you is as an artist?
Well, some things that I wanted to do, sort of kind of just give this younger generation the mindset of having an opportunity. Because sometimes, when you're growing up and you're not really, you don't really come from much, you feel like it's not, you don't have any opportunities, you don't have any So what I really want to do is just instill that positivity into these younger generations. Like you can
Yeah.
do anything you want to do. You have to, it's gonna take some footwork, but you really gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You really gotta sit down, make a plan, and execute it. And just don't take no for an answer because you're gonna get hit with a lot of no's. You're gonna get hit with a lot of, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, but you just gotta and just really get it done.
Yeah, I hear that, man. A lot of these young cats out here, they definitely want it fast. They don't have any patience at all because a lot of times they seeing the stuff on social media, people flossing, people like showing, that they got it and, almost jacking on people in a way. We gotta, it's up to us, those who is humble, like me and you, to kind of show them like, man, it's gonna take a little patience. It's a marathon. Nipsey said it best.
Yeah, yeah, facts, facts. Rest in peace, Nip, man. Yeah, that's true, man. It's sometimes, like you said, they see this stuff on social media and they just want that instant gratitude, but
Yeah,
anything that's worth having is worth working for, you know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset that I just want them to have, these younger generations, because really they the future, you know what I'm saying? And Whether
mhm,
whether society want to accept it or not, it's we gonna have to go off of their vibe and their energy. So I just would like to see a rapid change in that type of movement.
yeah. Seeing that like you still in the game right now, and and we got a lot of young cats coming up making music, and some people got their opinions about the type of music and the type of style that they bring in. Have you ever like kind of lean towards like trying to create music for that audience that they tapping into, or you just try to choose to stay in your lane?
Yeah, I think, it's about staying in your lane, trying to just being authentic. A lot of times, when you rapping about something, the word is a powerful thing to have. So I
Right.
mean, it is what it is, but at the end of the day, you know what type of person you are deep down inside. So if you feel like you should be, having a word for one particular thing, I think you should stick to that. But sometimes different, lyrics hit for different people. And so
Mhm.
I think it's just important to stay in your lane. And if you that type of person that want to speak about growth and enhancement and powerful, then do that. But if you want to come from, you want to come from a place of getting it out the mud, then speak on that too. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it you.
Right.
That's what makes it authentic.
Yeah, indeed, brother. It kind of remind me of that debate, man, in the league in the NBA. That like, who do you like more, Jordan, Kobe? Do you like Kobe, or are you rocking with Ant Man and SG?
Right, right, right.
Yeah, it's exactly like that when you think of like how music didn't change over the years, and how you got the old versus new, and then people in between like. Hey man, I was gonna stick to doing me. That's what I'm talking about. So like you definitely lifting people up with your rise, man. So let's talk about the big picture now. You out here dropping Straight Heat Volume 1, and I want to congratulate you ahead of time, fam. So y'all out there streaming that album on distro when it comes out. And so you keep your energy kinetic with storytelling a little bit, man. And what was the ultimate vision for your career? And when the mic is down and the stage is dark, what kind of legacy do you want to leave for the culture and your fans?
Man, really just, being me. Like I feel like, nobody appreciates somebody more than the person that's just who they are. Like I'm a real
Right.
people's person. Like I'm not shabby, I'm not stuck up. Like I try to network. I feel like networking for me is the most, essential component of trying to, have this type of a career, a successful one at that. So I mean,
Uh,
I just want to leave that legacy. Like, man, he was a real dude, humble dude, you know, family man. I'm real big on family, and I want people to know that. Like, I want people to know, yeah, I'm rapping and stuff like that, but it's certain things about a person that make them, lovable, and I want to be known for just positive stuff, man. That's my legacy. I'm not trying to promote, lions going to jail and shooting and killing each other. That's not what I'm trying to do. Like, everything is supposed to be fun. And that's my whole thing. I
Yeah.
want people to know like, oh, this dude was fun, he was funny, he was a people's person, he take care of his family, just stuff like that.
Yeah, we definitely got to get back to the fun in this world, man. And family unit is like the most attacked unit right now, especially in the black community. We
Yeah,
we
for sure.
we we got we got so many people who say abortion is okay, and we got people. I mean, to each his own. Not to put people down who choose that route, but when you think about family and what we truly put on this earth to do is to embrace our family, is to lead our family. And I love to hear a brother who still considers family an important part of who he is in his life. So that's real, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, man. It's definitely a fundamental part of creating this image, man. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on in the industry right now, and it's like
And crazy stuff.
I'm just trying to be on the other side of that, man. I want to be, happy camper, man. I don't really, get into too many things that's gonna jeopardize, my livelihood because then I know that affects, the people that depend on me. So, I'm trying to stay out the way, get them chips, bro. Like just, live life, have fun doing it.
Right, that's what it's about, and we call that one to be on the right side of history. That's how you survive out here. Success is personal, it ain't what somebody tell you it is.
That's right.
And I think a lot of people, they wait for somebody to validate what success is for them. And hey man, enough of that. I'm just gonna do me, live life, take care of my family, get that money.
Yeah.
So, that's a vision that's gonna shape the game for sure, no doubt. So let's chill for a second, man. So when you're not spitting bars or grinding in the studio, how do you keep that energy high and stay in that flow state that you're in?
Man, for real, like I'm very, very spiritual. So I just, I find times to, meditate. I'm big in meditation and, out negative energy, clearing out these blockages, man, because I feel attacked every day, so but I try not to let that stop me, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
and when I'm not in the studio or not doing anything music related, I'm just clearing my conscience, It's a
Mhm.
it's a constant rejuvenation for me, like to have a focused mindset to know like, I'm driven, I ask myself these questions every day, where am I trying to go? Like what's the steps I need to take to get there? And I just feel like without a clear conscience, you're not gonna be able to 100% fully dedicate yourself to your goals and be successful.
Yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it. Like you spot on with that. So that's truly 100. That's words for the wise. And speaking of like words for the wise, we like to like adopt a lot of tips that people use themselves on this show to give to the audience. Is there a personal tip or maybe a story that about how you stay in that flow state or how you recharge? I mean, you know, we can tie that to your free time habits. We can tie it to however you want to tie it, man. I know you gave us a little bit, of a preview of that, but maybe expand on that a little bit.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm spiritual, so I keep a lot of I do a lot of like chakra cleansing, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's very like, important to me. Like I said, with the meditation, I pretty much meditate like every day, like in the morning. I just try to like what you call it, like positive reinforcements. I claim what I want, you know what I'm saying? Like also too, I believe in like the natural laws, of the universe. If you are trying to, you know, get something positive out of life, you can't be negative at all. You know what I'm saying? whatever you trying to manifest, you gotta make sure that your energy that same is on that same timing. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't expect to get blessings, but then like let's say you riding down the street and a car cuts you off, something like that. You can't get mad at them, cuss them out,
You can't.
because that energy
Yeah,
is not gonna reflect the type of outcome that you want.
exactly.
So, I keep my stones too, man. Like, I keep my stones on me. I wear.
You got pyrite.
Yeah, yeah,
Go, that pose go.
yeah, yeah. I keep the black stones too.
Right.
Yeah, man. I think that's just like it's important, man, when you wanna, have a clean spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, cause we carry so much from the past. Like a lot of times we don't even realize the stuff from the past is a
That's that generational stuff, man, that like pass on to the next generation, to the next generation. I was just talking about that the other day with my pops, man, about like how there's so much stuff that might have happened from your ancestors that like affecting you now, and you don't even know what it is.
you don't even know what it is. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Yeah,
Try hey, and see, ancestors, trying to tap in with that energy, that's important too. Cause like,
yeah,
they might be, gone out of the flesh, but somewhere that spirit is around and
right.
you gotta approach that spirit, man. You gotta really, gravitate towards, trying to get a connection there, man. Yeah, it's a lot that I really do when it comes to, my spiritual stuff, man. It's really a lot. And I'm still kind of like learning. I'm not like a master,
Yeah.
spiritual cleanser or nothing like that.
And that might be your next lifetime, that
Right, right, right. You never know.
yeah, that might be the next thing for you. So you never know what you called to do. So I definitely hear what you're saying, man. I never thought I'd be called to like bringing the word to people, so like but a lot along the way though, I did see I can look back now and see, oh, okay, that's what the most high was pushing me to, so and now we here.
Right, right. Fact, man, fact.
Yeah.
It's a
So
man, it's a blessing.
yeah, yeah, indeed, brother. That vibe we need from you, man. That's keep that, man. That's because that's unstoppable. So let's talk about that fire you dropped, Street Heat Value One, and we don't want people to sleep on it at all. So make sure y'all do stream it at Disco Kid. Put your email in there to get updates, and So tell us, man, Street Heat Value One. What's the heart behind this album, and how it's gonna be hitting the streets?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, man, I just feel like I'm too hot. My record label
Yeah,
is Ice though, so it's kind of like
right.
a little juxtaposition there, Inferno Cartel Empire. But
Mhm.
I just feel like, it's just raw. You know what I'm saying? It's just raw.
Yeah.
It's for the streets. I'm too hot. So it's Street Heat Volume One because I definitely I got some more street heat. So I gotta drop another volume, and then we'll see where we go from there. But for right now, it's just like the motivation is behind this raw talent. You know what I'm saying? Not
Mhm.
fixed. Not managed by nobody else. Not taken from nobody else. So I just feel like street heat is just like, man, look, this for the streets, bro. Get this out.
Yeah, I love that, man. That's definitely a movement in itself. So before I let you go, man, let's talk some trends, man. One trend out there that's kind of dominating the music world right now is Kendrick Lamar getting 10 BET nominations. But he's still catching heat from Drake's lawsuit over that "Not Like Us" diss track. So from a spiritual perspective, how do you see this beef? Is it just competition? Is it a deeper call for like people to redeem themselves and be more authentic in this game? What is it to you?
Well, it's kind of funny, man, because they came. Well, I ain't gonna say they came in the game together because they didn't, but you know, at some point in time, they was real cool from the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
did something together. I think it's just like you get a mix of some personal stuff mixed with some business stuff, and then it's just like then you got the media. You know, if I'm not mistaken, they signed to the same record label, so
Mhm.
that's probably, you know, that's controversy in itself. It's just crazy, and I think that, you know, Drake and Kendrick, man, they are one of the, you know, most two influential artists of our time. You know what I'm saying? And just to witness, you know, this type of dilemma it's kind of crazy
Yeah.
from a spiritual point of view. I just feel like, you know, I don't think that it don't really matter, you know, to the public, but like I don't know, within the individual person, you know, somebody probably is I don't even know, man. I can't I
Yeah.
it's a hard thing to break down because there's so
It
much
is.
going there's a lot of stuff we don't know.
Yeah, a lot of moving pieces, man. A lot of them, and
I rock with both of them, man. I hope that one day, you know, it could probably just pass and then, you know, they back making music together like nothing ever happened. You know, the same thing kind of happened with Gucci and Jeezy for a long time.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know, wasn't rocking with each other, you know, but you know, they did the little verses and then they I guess they squashed it. So I mean, it's just yeah, I want that. I want to see that unity. I know it's a
Mm.
competitive this is a competitive business, I ain't gonna lie. But at the end of the day, man, it's everybody can eat, man. Everybody can eat.
They say it's close to $1 trillion made every year in this industry, so close to it, somewhere close to it. So it's plenty of bag for everybody, man. Everybody get their own bag and stay in their own lane. And if you want to collab, you can collab. If you don't, you don't.
You know, yeah.
Right? So I'm with you all the way on that. So yeah, man, you dropped a lot of wisdom here tonight, today, brother. If we took what you gave us and we threw that in the lake, man, we have a lake full of diamonds. We have all them blood diamonds. Alright, it's a blessing to have you on the Kinetic Mix Show today to share your story. Is there anything else you wanna, let us know about, any, way to contact you, anything like that?
Yeah, man. Shit, you can follow me on Instagram at the real too hot, and that's pretty much I be on IG. But I got the link for the album release, you know, and I mean we could go from there. It's going up though, you know.
All day. So, my people out there, y'all, this episode sparked something in you. I know it did. You want to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, drop us a 5-star rating on Spotify, and comment below what is your one takeaway from Too Hot that got you ready to chase your dreams. Stream Street Heat Volume 1 at
Yeah,
Distro Kid, and catch me at DJ Potential events, details, and more at marcus-hart.com. For weekly inspiration, join the fam at transformyouliveshow.substack.com. This is Marcus Hart, aka DJ Potential, reminding you to keep your faith strong, your kinetic energy, and your dreams unstoppable. Until next time, stay transformed. Peace.
yeah.
Transform You Radio. You are now tuned in to Transform You Radio. You hear me? Check. I stand for what you stand for. I'm at your door like the landlord. I can see the future, yeah, I fast forward. I get on the mic and I transform. Follow me, I'm in rare form. Follow me on this world tour. The asteroid that you can't avoid. Small changes make impact. I ran for it, I stand for it, I'm not sitting back. You can leave the rat race or you can leave the trap. Come with me, let's rap. Take a trip and we pack. And we'll be right back. Yeah, come with me, let's rap. Take a trip and we back. And we'll be right back. Yeah, I stand for what you stand for. Hey, I get on the mic and I transform. Follow me on this world tour. The asteroid that you can't avoid.
Follow me, follow me.